Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
It's a brand new day. It is the 28th of October 2014. A very good morning to all our viewers. You're joining me live and direct from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo on Primetime Sunrise. Let's first take a look at what's making headlines this morning. Kandy Mayangane main road continues to be faced with the landslide threat. A mist condition in all roads in the Norelia district. EU informed of steps taken by Sri Lanka with regard to the fisheries industry. And in sports news, South African police offer large reward to find the killers of South African football captain. Starting off with some weather news this morning, vehicular movement along the Mayangane Kandy Road is still at a standstill owing to a landslide and a rock slide. We at Newsfirst spoke to the police media spokesperson SSV Ajit Rohana to receive an update on the story.
The Kandy Mayangana 826 road had been blocked due to landslides and fallen rocks day before yesterday. Still, the relevant authorities and police are conducting a special operation in order to remove soil and rocks that had been fallen to the road. But the vehicle movements of the road have still been terminated due to the disturbances. Therefore, the road users are kindly requested to use alternative roads from Kandy to Mayangana and Mayangana to Kandy. But according to police, it takes another 5 to 6 hours to clear the road.
Along with the onset of the rainy weather condition experienced over the island, a landslide was reported along the Hatton-Bhagwan-Talava main road last night. According to our correspondent, vehicular movement was hampered in the area as a result. However, clean-up operations in the area have commenced. Meanwhile, Professor Gamini Jayatissa notes that landslides could occur along the Kandy Mayangane main road in the future. He noted that 17 landslide-prone areas have been identified. District Secretary of Nuwara DPG Kumarasiri notes that heavy mist has been reported along all main roads in the area. He notes that the general public should take adequate precautions when using these roadways. Meanwhile, taking into consideration the inclement weather condition, landslide warnings were issued to the Badulla and Nuwara districts. The warning issued by the National Building and Research Organisation at 5:30 last evening will be in effect till this evening.
Well, now, along with the incessant rain, landslides have been reported in most parts of the country, and as a result, landslide warnings were issued to 10 districts. To discuss on this matter, we invited the senior geologist of the landslide monitoring unit of the DMC, Dr. Gamini Jayatissa, to our Primetime Sunrise studios this morning. A very good morning, Mr. Gamini.
Very good morning.
Very good morning, sir. Sir, first of all, let me raise this question to you. Could you explain the reason behind landslides? What is the reason behind this situation?
Yeah. So before going to reasons, actually I would explain what is landslides.
That's right.
So landslide is in general term that is a movement of a mass of debris or earth down a slope by under gravitational force, and it's a part of the erosional process actually. So other than landslides, so we are now experiencing a huge problem from cutting failures.
Yes.
So then people will think that what is cutting failure? The cutting failure is a failure occurred on a cut slope. Cut slope may be man-made or natural, and this is general. So the reasons are mainly natural, and now it becoming more and more the human activities.
I see. Okay. So the next question is, what is the latest situation in the area where landslide warnings were issued?
Yeah. So we have National Building Research Organization identified 10 districts as a major landslide prone areas, and out of that, time to time, according to the rainfall pattern, so we issue warning into different areas. So day before yesterday, 26th actually, we issued a warning on Medadumbara and Ududumbara divisional secretariat areas in Kandy district, and along also the Mahanuwara and Mahiyangane road where this incident occurred.
That's right, yes.
And yesterday night we issued warning on Badulla, Bandarawela, Ella, Passaraha and Haldumulla divisional secretariat area, and also Ella Vellavai road, Haputale Beragala road, Beragala Vellavai road, Badulla Spring Valley road and Passara Lunugala road.
Okay.
The main reason is that most of the roads are constructed without taking proper measures for cutting failures.
I see.
So we think that many cutting failures may occur, like what happened in Mahanuwara Mayangana road.
Okay. So the final question to you is, apart from the natural causes, human activities also have caused most of these landslides.
Yes.
Even human
Especially
beings.
cutting failures.
Cutting failures. That's right. What measures can be taken in order to prevent such landslides? What is your message to the general public? Okay, this is what should be done by you as a person living on this planet to avoid such landslides taking place. What is your message to the general public?
Yeah. So as I told you that natural causes and man-made causes. So generally in Sri Lanka, the people live everywhere.
Yes.
You might have observed it.
True. Yes.
As they wish. There's no proper land use system to for the development activities or for the human settlement like that. There are to some extent, but not mostly.
Not mostly.
So what we have to advise people and the development organizations are to go through a proper land use practice system.
Yes.
So we have introduced disaster management, Ministry of Disaster Management in 2011 issued a circular.
Okay.
It mentions that all kind of construction in hilly areas should go through this circular and get the approval from National Building Research Organization. So it is we are very happy that most of the development organizations now they are coming into this circular, and in future most of the constructions will be free of landslides.
Okay.
And at the same time I would like to request for the people who are living in those areas to come to us, get our recommendations and plan your land and build a proper house and go forget about the landslide and you live peacefully and happily.
Well, the message has been conveyed by Mr. Gamini himself that you need to take the necessary precaution. It's up to you to decide as to where you should build your land, but before that, come and get the advice from the expert. Thank you, Mr. Gamini, very much for joining us on Primetime Sunrise.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
In more local news this morning, Minister of Fisheries Raj Senaratne states that members of the European Union have been informed of the proposals put forward by Sri Lanka with regard to the EU's recommendation on Sri Lanka's fishing industry. The minister stated that the EU has responded positively in this regard. Meanwhile, the minister further stated that a cabinet paper will be presented this week to obtain the approval to establish the main recommendations of the EU, which is the implementation of the mandatory vessel monitoring system.
We have implemented 3 of the 5 recommendations put forward by the EU. We have cleared all necessary facts to implement the other 2 recommendations as well. With the cabinet approval, we are planning on increasing regulations against illegal fishing in international waters. The only recommendation that has to be implemented is the vessel monitoring system. That too is in process of being finalized. A discussion was held between our officials and those of the EU last week. They responded positively to the steps that were taken. We hope that we will be able to resolve this issue as soon as possible.
Well, an individual has succumbed to his injuries after being attacked by a wild elephant in the Halmila area in Madrigalia. According to the police, the individual came under attack while heading to his farmland yesterday. The deceased, aged 47, has been identified as a resident from Halmila Vapa. His body is currently lying at the Madrigalia hospital.
To say, without any doubt, since we started with Senzo, this national team never had problems.
It was uncontrollable. I said to the players, it's only fair that you must cry.
Still in local news this morning, protests were held in several areas yesterday based on various demands.
Free trade zones and general services employees union engaged in a protest opposite the Katnayaka police yesterday. The protest was staged against the alleged attack on the trade union members of the FTEZ on the 25th of October. A protest was held in the Valimada area yesterday against the building of a wall across the Uma Oya project. The protesters alleged that their houses and their paddy lands are damaged due to this project. When contacted, District Secretary of Chilau, M. Vijayanayaka, said that they will be able to provide a solution to the problem before the 5th of November. A Buddhist monk commenced a hunger strike yesterday demanding the entrance road to the Panahaduwa village of the Kolambage Ara areas in Amblipitia be renovated. The monk claims that if this road is renovated, it will be a great convenience to the people in the area and that it will save their time.
Well, now, in addition to this story, South African police have launched a major hunt to find the killers of the national football captain Senzo Maiwa, shot dead by suspended burglars. They have offered a reward of $23,000 for information about the attack, which highlights the country's high rates of violent crimes. That's a wrap up Primetime Sunrise for this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Joel Outskun. Take care and good luck.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.